How about these guys back here, huh? Yeah. Welcome tonight. Story of my life here. Every day I have the blues. Come on, Tommy. Every day I have the blues. Will you see me crying, baby? 'Cause it's you I hate to lose. Nobody loves me. Nobody seems to care. Nobody loves me. Nobody seems to care. Talk about bad luck and stuff. Baby, you know I've had my share. I'm gonna pack my suitcase, move on down the line. Lord, I'm gonna pack my suitcase and move on down the line. I ain't had nothing but bad luck or trouble. It's always on my mind. All right, baby. Myself in some big trouble, 'cause it's you I hate to lose. Sing with me. Every day, I have the blues. Every day, I have the blues. 'Cause every day, baby, I have the blues. Lord, every day.
take all your cares away. Sing hallelujah, come on, get happy. Get ready for the judgment day. Thank you so much. Mark Baum on tenor sax.
Thank you.
It's Monday night.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to our little cabaret show here that Erich Stratmann has produced and created. This is the 4th year we've done this. We are so grateful to all of you for being here and for coming to hear Marcie Henderson. Was that amazing? A beautiful young lady who grew up here in San Francisco. She's been in New York City for a number of years, acting and being in plays and movies and singing her little heart out. And she comes back to sing for you. And her mama's here tonight. Marcie's mom's here tonight. That's very cool. Brian Nova, the guy on the guitar over here, he's from the Palm Spring Novas. Yeah. He's a snappy dresser and he's an incredible guitar player. I mean, this is world-class jazz right here in this guy's hands. The bass player is really the drummer, Terry Miller. He's got incredible time. The drummer is really the bass player, Andy Eberhard. This is the Rich Welker Orchestra, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, this is like something that it's a dream for all of us. And my name is Jim Salestrom, and it's 6 de Mayo. Kind of like Cinco de Mayo, but one day later. Mama Pajama rolled out of bed and she ran to the police station. When the father found out, he began to shout and started the investigation. It was against the law. It was against the law. Well, the mama said it was against the law. Mama looked down and she spit on the ground every time my name gets mentioned. Papa says, oh, if I get that boy, I'm gonna stick him in the house of detention. Yeah, when I'm on my way, I don't know where I'm going, but I'm on my way. I'm taking my time, but I don't know where. Get my rose, between the Corona. See me and Julio down by the schoolyard. See me and Julio down by the schoolyard. Everybody whistle.
couple of days are gonna take me away, 'cause the press is at the store relief. When the radical priest come to get me released, we were all on the cover of Newsweek. And I'm on my way, and I don't know where I'm going, but I'm on my way. I'm taking my time, but I don't know where. Goodbye, Rosie, Queen of Corona, yeah. See me and Julio down by the schoolyard. Let's do it again. Well, I'm on my way, and I don't know where I'm going, but I'm on my way. I'm taking my time, but I don't know where. Goodbye, Rosie, Queen of Corona. See me and Julio down by the schoolyard. See me and Julio down by the schoolyard. See me and Julio down by the schoolyard. Miami, Miami. Marcie Henderson
And Jim Salestrom.
from San Francisco originally, and her mama's here, as I said.
And my dad.
Oh, your dad's here too? Oh, excellent. Roger Honor was playing the flute back here, and Michael Frazier was whistling. He plays the tuba, and he was whistling. You're just not going to see this every night, you know.
We are so happy to be here and so proud to be a part of the restoration of this beautiful theater for the Marines Memorial Club. They have a new sound system. It's off the charts beautiful. Can you hear me? I'll bet you can. I was raised in Central America. I had a very interesting life as a child. I was raised in Central America, Kearney, Nebraska. And the jokes are kind of corny because of that. No, seriously. What did the mother cow say to the baby cow? It's past your bedtime. I love getting to play the guitar and sing, and I've had the joy of doing this for a long time. I've met a lot of beautiful people by doing this, and a lot of them are here tonight, and so I don't want to mess this up. I want to dedicate this song that I wrote for Mark and Roberta Feaster a number of years ago. They were two friends of mine that lived in Frisco, Colorado. I live in Colorado now. And I said, have you two been married for 50 years? And they laughed, and they looked at me, and they said, no. They said, 56. And so I got to sing this song for them. And I get to sing it again tonight. And I get to dedicate it to a really pretty lady who's married to an incredible man in our lives. I get to dedicate this to Wendy Myatt from her husband, Mike.
The older folks smile with eyes shining bright, and so many stories to tell. They've lived all their lives with a faith that survived, good shepherds to us as well. The fire we fades on those warm summer days. It's autumn this time in their lives. When two will become one, their love is so strong that forever isn't very much time. Ooh, Queen Anne's lace, her favorite flower in their favorite place. Ooh, Queen Anne's lace, so tender and dear. It blooms every year in the alpenglow shade of the mountains and the glades. A love like theirs never dies. Ooh, Queen Anne's lace, so fragile, lovely and fine. When the fireweed fades on those warm summer days, you know autumn is coming again. He walks by the street, they talk of their dreams, so many have come true for them. He stares in her eyes to see her surprise as he places the flowers in her hair. Their youth may be gone, but their love is so strong that it's carried them 59 years. Ooh, Queen Anne's lace, her favorite flower in their favorite place. Ooh, Queen Anne's lace, so tender and dear. It blooms every year in the alpenglow shade of the mountains and the glades. A love like ours never dies. Ooh, Queen Anne's lace, so fragile, lovely and fine. Then the angels sing. Ooh, Queen Anne's lace, her favorite flower in their favorite place. Ooh, Queen Anne's lace, so tender and dear. It blooms every year in the alpenglow shade of the mountains and the glades. A love like ours never dies. Ooh, Queen Anne's lace, so fragile, lovely and fine. So fragile, lovely.
Marcie Henderson and Billy Valentine. You're going to hear more of that. This all came together because of one man's dream, and that's Erich Stratmann. And Erich Stratmann has done more to connect people on this stage and people in this town than anybody I know in the music business, and I would love it if you'd give our friend Erich Stratmann a round of applause. Worked really hard all his life for all of this. We've got a guy up here on stage that is, I mean, he is so famous. You've heard him on every record that you have at home that has woodwinds on it. His name is Tom Scott. He's right here. He's a newlywed, and I love his wife. She is just a blast, and she's a lot of fun to be with. Letitia's here. I just read an article about him with Carole King. She wrote a song called Jazz Man. It was one of her biggest songs, and that's the guy. That's the guy. He's the jazz man. Played the saxophone. We have maybe one of the world's greatest piano players, pianist, keyboardist, composers, arrangers, directors. He's just a great musician. He's a wonderful human being. He teaches at the University of Miami, and he is world class. He is just finishing up the final golden touches, the polishing on an album for Gloria Estefan. It's coming out worldwide on Sony Records. He is amazing. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Mr. Shelly Berg.
How about it for Andy Eberhard on the drum? Terry Miller on the bass. Thank you so much. Guys, I understand Billy Valentine and Marcie, they're not getting along. They're having a little problem. Maybe they could come out here. Maybe we could do a little group therapy. Maybe we could help them out. Billy Valentine, what's going on, man?
How y'all doing out there tonight? Yeah, but bring it on down now, Shelly. Let me tell them what's going on now. I had hoped that I could get Marcie out here to sing one of them beautiful love songs with me. You know what I'm saying? But you see, what happened last night was we did a show last night over at Erich Stratmann's place, and Marcie and I were supposed to have a drink after the show.
One drink.
And the fellas had a poker game going over back at the hotel, so I thought I'd go by there and just check in, and I got to winning their money. I got to taking all their money, you know what I mean? And I just kind of lost track of time. And Marcie was left there all along, but Marcie,
Hit the road, Jack, and don't you come back no more, no more, no more, no more. Hit the road, Jack, and don't you come back no more.
what you say?
Hit the road, Jack, and don't you come back no more, no more, no more, no more. Hit the road, Jack, and don't you come back
I
no
just don't
more.
understand. Oh woman, don't you treat me so mean. You're the meanest old woman I've ever seen. I guess if you said so, I have to pack my things and go.
That's right, hit the road, Jack, and don't you come back no more, no more, no more, no more. Hit the road, Jack,
Oh, the Lord.
don't you come back no more. Hit the road, Jack,
I don't
don't you come back no more, no more, no more, no more. Hit the road, Jack, and don't you come back no more.
Oh, Marcie, don't treat me this way. I'll be back on my feet someday.
Don't care what you do, 'cause it's understood. You ain't got no money and you just ain't no good.
Well, I guess if you said so,
I do.
I have to pack my things and go.
That's right, hit the road, Jack. And don't you come back no
don't
more, no
understand.
more,
I
no
don't-
more, no
I
more.
didn't do
Hit
that,
the
but-
road, Jack. And don't you come back no more.
What you say?
Hit the
Yeah,
road,
no,
Jack.
no,
And
no.
don't you come back
Don't
no
make me
more,
go.
no more, no more,
I
no
don't
more.
wanna
Hit the
go.
road, Jack.
Marcie!
Don't you come back no more.
Please.
Don't you come back no more.
I don't understand.
Don't you come back no more.
Would you
Don't you
please
come
forgive me?
back no more.
You're gonna miss me,
Don't you
baby.
come back no more.
I know you
Don't you come back no more.
Wow. I guess I blew that, huh? That's Terry Miller on the bass, by the way. I got a woman way over town, good to me. Oh yeah, I got a woman way over town, good to me. Oh yeah, she give me money when I'm in need. Yeah, she's my friend indeed. I got a woman, y'all, way over town, good to me. Oh yeah, she said my loving early in the morning just for me. Oh yeah, she said my loving early in the morning just for me. Oh yeah, she gives a loving just for me. Yeah, she's my friend indeed. I got a woman, y'all, way over time, good to me. Oh yeah, she saves a loving both day and night, never grumbles or fusses, always treats me right, never running the streets, leaving me alone. She knows a woman's place, 'cause right now that I ain't that home, I got a woman way over time, it's good to me. Oh yeah, I got a woman way over time, she's good to me. Oh yeah, she gives me love just for me. Yeah, she's my friend indeed. I got a woman now, way over time, good to me. Oh yeah, Tom Scott. Tom Scott. How about that? How about that? Come on, baby, come on. Shelly Berg. She saved her loving both day and night, never grumbles or fusses, always treats me right, never running the streets, leaving me alone. She knows a woman's place. Right now that I am at home, got a woman way over time, good to me. Oh yeah, I got a woman way over time, that's good to me. Oh yeah, she give me money when I'm in need. Yeah, she's my friend indeed. I got a woman, y'all, way over time, good to me. Oh yeah, say my baby's alright, baby's alright, she's good to me, both day and night, never running the streets and leaving me alone. She knows a woman's place is in that home. I got a woman, I got a woman. Thank you.
Billy Valentine, originally from West Virginia and then Columbus, Ohio, and he's been in Los Angeles for a long time, writing and acting, and you've heard him sing a whole bunch in shows like Boston Legal. He has been the main person singing on shows like that. You've heard him every week, and it's really, really cool to be on stage with him. This band is over the top, incredible, and it's hard for me to try to introduce you to everyone in this band because I don't know them all that well. But this is the Rich Welker Orchestra, and Rich Welker knows them all. Would you tell us a little bit about our band? The band, your band.
The band? Oh, sure. Well, let's see. We have some interesting people here. Eclectic. You all know the Peanuts cartoons. We have the teacher here, Dean Hubbard. No, wah, 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 wah. It doesn't quite totally describe his musical acumen, but it was Dean Hubbard. And also in the trombone section, we have the just retired former principal trombone player for the San Francisco Symphony, Mark Lawrence. Arguably one of the best symphonic trombone players on our planet, and Europa. Then we have Matt Parfit, trombone player. Billy Robinson, and Mike Fraser, the whistler. Trumpets, we have Phil Shoptaw, he played for Igor Stravinsky. Or somebody. Then we have Brian Switzer, he is the trumpet player in the group Train. I don't know if you know Train or not, but that's Brian. And then Neil Livonius, our lead trumpet player, and Rich Thurer, a trumpet. Then we have, you've met Andy, and we can't forget Terry. I always forget Terry. They asked me to introduce the band. And Terry, what's your last name again? Yeah. And then saxophones. If you want to know what Planck's constant is, it's 6.626 times 10 to the minus 27 joule ergs. He would know what that is. This is Chris Anderson, Mark Baum, Neil Cormia from the Carpathian Mountains, the great Roger Honor, and my favorite tenor player since like forever, Tom Scott, the most recorded saxophone player. And who else do you know that could sit there and go, ee, and the song, and it would sound, oh, why didn't I think of that? It was perfect. Oh, he did it. He just did it. It was unbelievable. I was just sitting there. Who else could do that? Anyway, that's the band. Of course, you met Shelly and Brian Nova. What's to say about Brian? He's actually from Seattle. Thank you. Yeah. Anyway, the band. Thank you so much.
Well, let's feature Tom Scott on a piece. Could we do that? Would that be cool? All right, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Tom Scott.
He is a bad boy, isn't he? My director told me don't say anything. This is a very pretty. I thought it'd be a nice time for a ballad. This was considered. I do live, as Jim says, in the land of Palm Springs, which is Frank Sinatra territory, and I got to see him sing this a couple times. And this he considered on many occasions one of his favorite ballads. So tonight, with the great Rich Welker Band, a great arrangement by a Seattle boy, Quincy Jones, I'd like to sing for you. Don't worry about me, I'll get along. Just you forget about me, be happy, my love. Just say that our little show is over, and so the story ends. Why not call it a day in a sensible way, and we'll remain friends. Look out for yourself. Well, it should be the rule. You just give your heart and your love to whomever you love. Don't you be a fool. Baby, why stop and cling to some foolish thing that used to be? So if you can't forget, don't you worry about me. Hey! About these guys. Baby, why stop and cling to some foolish thing that used to be? So if you can't forget, don't you worry about me.
Now it's time for Tom Scott.
Oh, it is? It is. You have it a loop somehow here.
I have this list in front of me, so it makes me look smart.
Let's show it to me sometime.
Yeah, so after the show, I'll show it to you.
This tune is one of the great American classic standard ballads, and I first heard a gentleman named Cannonball Adderley play it many years ago, and I've never forgotten it, and hope you'll enjoy it. It's called Stars Fell on Alabama.
Oh, you give your hand to me, and then you say goodbye, and I can hardly speak. My heart is beating so, and anyone can tell. You think you know me well, but you don't know me. No, you don't know the one who dreams of you each night and longs to kiss your lips and longs to hold you tight. To you, I'm just a friend. That's all I've ever been. But you don't know me. I never knew the art of making love, though my heart aches with love for you. Afraid and shy, will I let my chance go by? Chance that you might love me too. Oh, you give your hand to me, and then you say goodbye. I've watched you walk away beside that lucky guy. To you, I'm just a friend. That's all I've ever been. Well, you don't know me. Shelly Berg. I never knew the art of making love, though my heart aches with love for you. Hey, afraid and shy, will I let my chance go by? A chance that you might love me too. Oh, you give your hand to me, and then you say goodbye. I've watched you walk away beside that lucky guy. You'll never know the one who loves you so. Well, she doesn't know me, no. You never know the one who loves you so. Well, oh, well. I said, well. You don't know me. No.
This next song was written by a singer-songwriter who passed last year, Donna Summer. The story goes that she originally wrote this song for Rod Stewart, but realized it was going to be a hit and kept it for herself. The title is Dim All the Lights. Thank you. Shelly Berg.
Wow, Marcie Henderson, that was really cool, wasn't it? What do you think of the sound system? It's amazing, isn't it? if you only knew what that cost. I mean, it's a real expensive sound system. We get to live here, 5 or 6 of us up here on stage. We get to live here for about a week, once a year, and we always look forward to it because, for me, they've got a fitness center downstairs and a swimming pool. And I get to go swimming tonight. It was just incredible. Right before the show, I got to go swimming. They have incredible breakfast here. I mean, they've got a view that's incomparable on the 12th floor. And if you're a veteran, if you served in the armed forces, you can join. You can become a member here at the Marines Memorial Club. How many of you have been to a timeshare meeting like this before? Raise your hands. I love it here. And the man who has had this post for a long, long time served our country in a huge sort of way. And then he came out of the military and came back and worked for one of the world's largest construction companies. And then he's got this post. He's had this post for a while now. And I called my wife tonight and I said, not only do we have to have the shower curtain, but we need those illuminated panes in the elevator now in our home. He's done more to make this place shine. And with Fleet Week and all the things that he does for the Wounded Warriors, he's an amazing man. And ladies and gentlemen, I get the honor of introducing you to Major General J. Michael Myatt.
This is really kind of embarrassing because I'm in that position. They pay me not to sing, And I'm here with these wonderful artists, Jim Salestrom, Shelly Berg. Have you ever heard a pianist like Shelly? Isn't he amazing? Brian Nova on the guitar, and the Air Force veteran back here, Terry Miller. You call him our drummer, our bass guy. But there's a person that really makes this happen that nobody's mentioned his name tonight, and I want to call him forward just to recognize him. Ray Folger. Ray is the director for this. And without somebody that directs this, Roy, come over here. Roy, thank you so much for what you do. Roy Folger, thank you so much. You're in the Marines Memorial Theater, and this building was constructed in 1926. The Marines bought it in 1946 after the war ended suddenly and there were all these Marines stacked up at Treasure Island to get discharges because they couldn't do it fast enough. The war with the weapons they used in Japan, it ended quicker than people thought. And so the Marines were looking for a place to get a date, and they said, well, there's this Western Women's Club on Sutter and Mason Street, because this is where the Navy parked the waves. And there's some great stories about parties that were in the walls, if they could talk, are amazing here. But the Marines bought this building for just short of $1 million, and they wanted to make it into a living memorial. And this theater originally was just a big assembly room, and they put seats in here because they wanted to bring all the entertainers that entertained them from the USO in the Pacific during World War II. And it was such an exciting time for veterans because it was a chance for them to thank the performing arts. Bing Crosby did his weekly radio show from this theater, the Kraft Music Hall. We have the original script when in January 1950, when he brought Louis Armstrong here to be his guest of honor. Well, when I came here, I have a friend, Joe Galloway. He wrote the book, We Were Soldiers Once and Young, and I said, we're going to show that movie that Mel Gibson starred in. Sam Elliott was the Sergeant Major Plumley. So we scheduled that event, and about 2 days before we were to have the event, Joe called me. He said, Mike, Sam Elliott played Sergeant Major Plumley, and he lives down in Hollywood. I know he'd like to come up for this event. He gave me a phone number. So I rang it. It rang about 4 or 5 times, and I was about to hang up, and a woman answered and said, "Catherine." And I explained to her that I was trying to reach Sam Elliott to get him here for this show with Joe Galloway talking about his book, and we were going to show the movie. She said, "God, Sam would love to be here. But you know, he's in Aspirin. It's in January, and he's snowed in, and he can't get out." She said, where did you say you are?" I said, "I'm at the Marines Memorial, and we have our Marines Memorial Theater." She said, "I learned to act there." Well, Jim Salestrom mentioned that we're renovating this. We put in this sound system. We're going to make it into a world-class facility. And I thought about this, so last Friday I called that same number. I let it ring about 4 times, and she picked it up. Catherine Ross. Catherine Ross played Dustin Hoffman's girlfriend in The Graduate. She was the female lead. Remember the scene in Butch Cassidy and Sundance Kid? Riding around on that bicycle with Paul Newman, raindrops keep falling from your head. And she said, yes. I wanted to find out from her history here, learning to act. She said, well, when I was in college, I was dating my boyfriend wanted to be an actor. And at that time in the United States, there were 5 theaters that every actor wanted to be associated with one of them. There was the Alley Theater in Houston, the Guthrie Theater in Minneapolis. There was a theater in Washington, D.C. and Los Angeles. But everyone wanted to be associated with the Marines Memorial Theater in San Francisco. And I came here with him, and he was going to audition. And he said, I got the bug. So I tried out for a play, and they hired me into this actor's workshop. She said, it was an amazing thing. We put on play after play after play. For one play, you might be the scene person. For one play, you might be the prop person. For one play, you might be the costume person. She said, the part I loved most was to be the prompter, because you learned all the lines of every actor. She said, I was there from 1959 to 62. It was the most amazing thing in my life. She said, well, what are you going to do to the theater? I said, well, we put sound in this year. What else? I said, we're going to take the lobby, which is really narrow. We've got offices there. We're going to take those out, and it's going to be this rich lounge with leather furniture and all that. She said, that'll be wonderful. What else? I said, we're going to take the seats, and we're going to make them conform with code. They're going to be much more comfortable. There'll be more room between the seats. We're going to give up a couple of seats, but they're really going to be nice. She said, well, what are the seats like now? I said, well, they've got the Marines Memorial emblem on the aisle, and they're wooden, and they've got red cushions. She said, you've got to be kidding me. Those are the same seats we had in 1962. So that's what we're going to do with this theater, and it's exciting. And you're a part of this to make it happen, and I want to thank you very much. But most of all, you know, my daughter's in the performing arts, and I realize how important it is to have an audience for great talent. And we have such wonderful talent here tonight. I can't thank you all enough for what you do, this marvelous big band. Isn't this great? Isn't this great? Just terrific. But you know, there's one person, I'm going to ask him to come up now, because he does, Jim Salestrom talked about him earlier. He really has done so much for the arts in this city. Erich Stratmann. I tell you, when I grow up, I want to be able to sing like Erich Stratmann. I mean, he's a wonderful guy. He's this German, this hard German with this big heart, and I just love the guy. Erich Stratmann, come up here. I think you're next. Thank you all so much. I appreciate everything you're doing.
Well, it's a surprise, but I'm not going to sing tonight. You can hear that. So I'm going to invite my friend Jim Salestrom to take my place. Is that you? I'm sorry, but and I know this is my thing, and it's just not going to work tonight. So Jimmy Boy is going to take my place.
You'll hear him again. He's got the most beautiful voice, Erich Stratmann. This is a song that was written by Tim Irvin and John Imms, and it's dedicated to all of you who have served our country in the armed forces, especially the Marine Corps. I sang this at the Vietnam Veterans Memorial, The Wall, on Memorial Day, 1991. I sang it for General Colin Powell, and I sang it for President Clinton, and 10,000 vets, people that had a connection to the wall. My name is Billy Johnson, Indiana's my state. I turned 21 back in '68. Drafted into the Army, sent to Fort Leonard Wood. When I left my hometown, I prayed it wasn't for good. His name was Hector Gonzalez from San Jose. We got stuck with KP the very first day. After peeling potatoes for hours on end, Hector and I were the closest of friends. When they put us on a troop jet and flew us to Nam, some guy stood up in the back and read the 23rd Psalm. We talked about walking through that valley of death. I said, Hector, I'm scared. He said, just take a deep breath. When we got off the plane and our assignments came in, I got sent to play cool. He got sent to Long Band. Hector hugged me. He waved goodbye from the door and he said, don't forget to look me up after the war. About 3 months later, he wrote me a letter. He said, some days are rough and some days are better. And then a kid named Gallardo, we knew from basic training, was missing in action up north. And by the way, I meant what I said before. Don't forget to look me up after the war. I was out on patrol in the spring of '69. Stepped on a tripwire, took some shrapnel from a mine. Spent the rest of my tour in a hospital bed with a pain in my leg and a plate in my head. On the plane ride home, I thought of all I'd been through. I'd lived 9 lives and I was just 22. I thought about Hector, what I'd promised before, and I plan to look him up right after the war. 21 years later in Washington, D.C., I was there on vacation with my family. I went out to the park to see that wall, face up to a past I didn't want to recall. First I looked for that guy that Hector wrote me about, but he wasn't on the list. I guess he must have locked out. Then my eyes caught a name at the top of the page. Corporal Hector Gonzalez, 21 years of age. My throat got tight, my mouth went dry. I stared up at that wall and I started to cry. And the memories hit me like incoming fire from a time when we were so young. Hector waved at me from the door. He said, don't forget to look me up after the war. While I lay awake some nights,
I can still hear the guns, I can still hear the screams, and I can still taste the blood. I can still see Hector waving goodbye from the door and say, don't forget to look me up after the war. Thank you. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for coming. Thank you for supporting this wonderful organization. Safe travel, safe home. Actually, there's dessert upstairs. That's our show. Thank you for coming.